chapter Introduction to Graph. Okay, so in that all of you go through that exercise and solve examples. In Introduction to Graph, mainly what you are having bar graph. Actually, bar graph is not there. It is there in our previous class. The line graph, and again you are having linear graph. And again, you will be having two line graph. In the same, you will be having two line graph like this. Whenever you are having two informations, so there what will happen by dotted lines. Another one you can represent by straight lines, or else you can use different colors. Okay. So how many of you are having textbook? I think most of you are having. Okay, fine. Graph will be given based on the graph if they are asking questions. So all of you once go to all the solved examples and all the textbook questions. Okay. So don't miss any of the questions. Like here in exercise 5.1 you are having 8 questions, 7 questions you are having. Only 7 are there, so go through all these 7. And also in exercise 15.2. 15.2 you are having plotting the points and check whether they are lying in a straight line or not. Whether they are linear or not. That they are. So you have to mark the points 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Come here. Plot this point 2, 3. Where it will be 2, 3. Okay. This is your point. Manthan, is it right or wrong? Right. Okay. What about you? Is it right or wrong? Huh? It is right.
It's right.
It is right. Right. Anushka. Wrong. And what is the right one? Come on, plot here. Here. Okay. We have one more answer to come on your You told her it is wrong.
No, sir, that's wrong. Then
कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री भी आ रहा है
सब आ रहा है ना उसमें क्या पूरा का पूरा रिवीजन ले लो ऐसा नहीं इधर से उधर से चलो दिवाली
सर
राइट हाँ wrong then which what is the correct one mark it. So we are having 3 points A, B, C now. एक ही पॉइंट के लिए 3 आ गया. What about you? Which one is correct? B1 is correct. Last. Six written.
सर एक बार
A1 is correct. Okay. Okay, how many of you will say C is correct? Okay. You only wrong, no? And you are not raising your hand. You only wrong is C and you are not raising your hand. Okay. A, how many of you will say A is correct? He is waiting for majority.
no, sir.
Next B, remaining all B. Okay. So go to the textbook and tell me which one is the correct point here. You take it.
Sir, A is correct.
Huh?
A is correct.
A is correct. So whenever you are marking any point, First of all, see the coordinates. Always the first coordinate will be from x-axis and the second will be from y-axis. So on x-axis you have to take 2. Here is your 2 and you have to take 2 on x-axis and 3 on y-axis. This is your point. So this is the correct answer, not other two. So like that, they will be given some more points. Let us say they are given one more point here, 3, 4, and one more point, 2, 1, and one more point, 1, 0, or 0, 1. Okay. So after that, plot the points. Sometimes they may ask you to check whether it is a forming a straight line or is it linear or not. Okay. So you have to check that and you have to write. And sometimes what will happen? 3 points will be given, and they will ask you to find the fourth point in such a way that it will form a rectangle or it can form a square. So such type of questions are also there in your textbook. So go through that. So exercise 15.2 is we don't have that much questions in that. Just you need to know how to plot the points. Okay. And the exercise 15.1 only 7 questions are there. Go through that. And after that we are having linear graph. Okay. So in case of linear graph, we will take all the situations. Exercise 15.3, draw the graph of the following table of values with suitable scales on the axis. First one you are having cost of apple, that is number of apples and their cost. बच्चे कितने हैं? ये तो क्लास टीचर का क्लास क्लास 21 इधर 21 उधर कुछ टोटल चाहिए. Okay, so first of all you tell me which graph we are going to get for a cost of apples and the number of apples. When you draw the graph between cost of apple and number of apple, are we going to get a line graph or linear graph? Line graph means it can be zigzag or sometimes it will go up, sometimes it will come down. So when you draw a graph between cost of apple and number of apple, what type of graph you are going to get? Linear graph, because it is varying directly. अगर एक है तो 5 रहेगा, 2 है तो 10 होगा. So how it is varying? Linearly. Okay, or it is direct proportion. That's why you will get a linear graph. So you can make it tables here, or tables will be given. So here you will be having number of apples, and here you will be having cost, and here 1 you will be having 5, 2 you will be having 10, 3 you will be having 15, and 4 20. So 5 25. Very good. So first of all, what you are going to take it on x-axis and y-axis. What do you take?
Sir, you have to take cost of apples in y-axis.
Okay. So here you can take cost. Also you can take better. You take number of apples on x-axis and cost on y-axis. And you have to write the scale for 1 unit. What you are taking on x-axis. And for 1 unit, how much is there on y-axis? That also you have to write. Okay. So you can write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here you can take in the multiples of 5. 6, 5, 10, 15, 20. For 1 it is 5 rupees. For 2 it will be 10. For 3 it will be 15. 4 it will be 20. So you are going to get a linear graph. Sometimes based on this linear graph, they may ask you for some questions. Okay. What is the cost of 5 apples? 5 apples they are not given here.
Sir, some class में बताओ.
Class. भारती मैडम है. भारती मैडम बताएंगे. उधर ही है. Okay. So now they will ask you to find the cost of 5 apples. The cost of 5 apples, it is not given in the graph. Okay. And in the chart also they are not given. So how to find it?
Sir, they have taken scale as 5. So,
Using this graph only, linear graph only, you have to find the cost of 5 apple. So here we are having number of apple. Where is your 5 apple? Here. With respect to this, you draw a perpendicular line, and now you see where it is meeting on y-axis. Where it will be meeting on y-axis at 25. So that plotting also you have to show on the graph. Then only you will get the marks. Okay. So they may ask you for finding 5 apples. They may ask you to find the cost of 6 apples. Then 6 apples will be here, and with respect to you draw a graph and see where it is meeting on y-axis. Sometimes they may ask for 30 rupees how many apples can be bought. How many apples will be there? So 30 rupees means here will be having 30 rupees. You draw a line with respect to 30, here it will be long. You extend this, and this 30 where it is meeting on y-axis. So in both the ways they can ask the questions. Okay. So drawing a linear graph, and after that based on the graph whatever you are getting, you will be having questions. Okay. So third type of questions where you are having in exercise 15.3. So you are having 3 questions in that, not 3, only 2 questions are there. So first question, the cost of apple. Yeah, they are given everything and they are asking you to draw a graph. Next one, they are given distance traveled by a car. 6 a.m. it is at 40 kilometers, 7 a.m. 80, 8 a.m. 120, 9 a.m. 160. So now if they are asking, so there are 2 questions in that. How much distance did the car cover during the period 7:30 to 8 a.m.? So how to find this? Use the graph, and 7:30 to 8 a.m. how much distance it has covered you have to see on y-axis, and you have to calculate from there. So you have to show this dotted line. Suppose if you have drawn this graph, we will make it 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. So see here, at 6 a.m. it is traveling 40 kilometer, 7 it is traveling 80, 8, 120 and 9, 160. So when you draw a graph, obviously you are going to get a linear graph. Now using this graph, we are having 2 questions. Question number 1, how much did the car cover during the period of 7:30 to 8 a.m.? Now you see at 7:30 up to where it has traveled. 7:30 means where is your 7:30? Between 7 and 8. So 7:30 you draw a line. This line you have to show it in on your graph sheet. In exam also you have to show it. And here it is between with respect to this you draw a line here. So it is between 120 and 80. So what number will be there between 120 and 80? 100. It will be 100. Okay. So 7:30 it has traveled 100 kilometers, and at 8 a.m. it has traveled how much? 120. So how much distance it has covered between 7:30 to 8? It is covered. It has covered only 20 kilometers. At 7:30 it was at 100 kilometers, and at 8 a.m. it is at 120 kilometers. So it has covered 20 kilometers. Next one. What was the time when the car has covered the distance of 100 kilometers since the start? So now you have to tell when it has covered 100 kilometers, what was the time? What was the time when it has covered 7:30? Already in the previous question we got the answer. Okay. So you have to show these things in your graphs. Okay. By drawing dotted lines. Question number 2. Interest on deposited for a year. Again, they are given a numbers, and based on this, you are having 3 questions. Does the graph pass through origin? Origin means what? क्या है?
The point where we start.
हाँ?
The point from where we
Point where will start? Okay, point अगर मान लो इधर से start हो रहा है, this is called as origin. और कभी इधर से start हो रहा है तो this is called as origin. Search in textbook and tell me. Sir, search in the textbook. What is the meaning of origin circle?
Writing it is zero.
Exam last year will be given. Origin हो R है थीटा है. Continue. Chapter notes.
Zero is the origin.
Not starting point 0, 0. This coordinate that 0, 0 is called as origin, not the starting point. So that means here this center is the starting point of x-axis and y-axis. That coordinate we call it as origin. 0, 0 is the origin. So after drawing the graph on amount, principal and interest, it will be passing through origin. It will be starting from 0 only. Okay. So you can write there as, and go to the next question. Use the graph to find interest on rupees 2,500 for a year. So here 2,500 is not there. If you look at the data, we are having for 1,000 it is 80 rupees, for 2,000 it is 160 rupees. Directly they are given 3,240 rupees. Okay. So 2,500 it will be between that. So you have to draw it on the graph and you have to see where it is matching on y-axis. And using that graph, you have to find that answer. So, can you tell me how much it will come? 2,500. It will be between 160 and 240. Between 160 and 240, which number will be there?
230.
बीच का number क्या है? 160 और 240 200. So, for 2,500, the principal. Okay. Next one, to get an interest of 280 rupees per year, how much money should be deposited? So that whatever the 280 is given, that is your interest. So according to that, you have to find on x-axis where it is meeting. So that will be your principal. Okay. So draw the graph. Using graph only, you have to find these answers. Next one, you are having draw the graph for following. Again, you are having similar type of questions. So you can plot the graph and you can check whether it's a linear graph or not. Okay. So all of you go through the questions once again. All the questions, solved questions and unsolved questions, exercise question and both examples also. How many of you don't have textbook?
Can I borrow?
What about you? Okay, both of you sit together and try to solve all the questions. All that questions, so I think from this chapter you will be getting around 7 marks. Try to get 2 marks in this chapter in training this chapter. Try the exercise question. And those are attending online, you also go through that solved examples of that chapter and also go through all the exercise questions of the chapter. You will be getting 7 marks from there.